Okay, yeah. So let us revise what happened yesterday. We studied from section 149. So minimum maximum number of directors, then woman director, resident director, then independent director. Okay. Then we studied independent directors, like we studied their qualification, tenure, how many independent directors should be there, then whether they are liable or not, then when you will be said to be independent, all those things we studied. Remuneration types. Then we started 150 data bank, 151 small shareholder director, then 152 is little big. Okay, so first directors, subsequent directors, DIN number, declaration, consent. Okay, then rotation, reappointment, then automatic reappointment. Then what we studied? DIN, application of DIN, allotment of DIN. One director can have only one DIN. Okay, intimation to the company, intimation to ROC. Okay, then obligation to mention the DIN 158, punishment penalty, then other than retiring director to stand in election. Okay, then we studied 4 subsections of 161: additional director, alternate director, nominal director, casual vacancy director. Okay, so then 162. Okay, appointed individually. Director should be appointed individually. If you are appointing more than one director, you should pass. Okay, unanimous resolution. Okay, unanimous resolution. Then 163, proportional representation. In case if the articles is silent, not less than 2/3 of the total number of directors by each, proportional representation. This is what still we studied yesterday. Now we will start with disqualification. Very important section, disqualification. 164 has 3 subsections. 164 has 3 subsections. Subsection 1 talks about general disqualification. Subsection 2 talks about disqualification for reappointment. And subsection 3 talks about disqualification for private limited company. Subsection 3 has appeal provisions also. One provision is there for appealing also. So there are 3 subsections. First subsection says if you are under this category, you are disqualified. That's all. Very simple. Okay, for example, sir, I am a unsound mind declared by court. Okay, unsound mind declared by court. Undischarged insolvent. Undischarged insolvent. That IBC and all there, no. So we have been declared as bankrupt or insolvent. So we are undischarged insolvent. Okay, and we applied for insolvency. We are in the moratorium period. That insolvency petition is pending. Okay, whether it is in DRT or it is in NCLT, that petition is pending there. So applied for insolvency, either somebody has done or we have done. Okay, so we know that we are insolvent basically. So applied for insolvency, petition is pending. Convicted for an offence. We are convicted for an offence. Okay, involving moral turpitude or otherwise. Okay, we are convicted for an offence involving moral turpitude or otherwise, and sentenced for imprisonment. And sentenced for imprisonment for a period not less than 6 months. Okay, that means a person is convicted, okay, for some offence involving moral turpitude, or sometimes under Companies Act you will be imprisoned. There are various sections under which you will be imprisoned. So either you are imprisoned for moral turpitude. Moral turpitude means acting against community standards like murder, theft, kidnapping, those kind of. Okay, so that is called community standards violation. Okay, you are convicted for an offence involving moral turpitude or otherwise. Or otherwise means Companies Act violation, and sentenced for imprisonment for a period not less than 6 months. That means minimum is 6 months. So for a period not less than 6 months, and a period of 5 years is not elapsed from the date of expiry of the sentence. That means if I sentenced for 8 months imprisonment, 8 months plus 5 years. 5 years not elapsed from the date of expiry of the sentence. Till that time I am disqualified. Can you able to understand? Okay. So a person is convicted for offence involving moral turpitude or otherwise and sentenced for imprisonment for a period not less than 6 months and a period of 5 years is not elapsed from the date of expiry of the sentence. Full stop. Provided further, if a person is imprisoned for a period of not less than 7 years, he is disqualified for life. So not less than 6 months up to 7 years. Okay, 6 years and 11 months. Okay, kind of. They can become directors. after expiry of the sentence plus 5 years. After serving the sentence plus next 5 years. After that they become director. But if a person is imprisoned for a period of 7 years, he can never become director for his life. There is a section 197, in that there is a schedule 5 that says for a MD whole-time director and all, if you are imprisoned itself, you cannot become MD whole-time directors. Can you able to understand? If you got imprisoned itself, unless otherwise central government approves, you cannot become MD whole-time director. Can you able to understand? Okay. So what is this section? Come on, tell me. 164 subsection 1 we are studying clauses. 164 subsection 1 we are studying clause A, B, C, D. If a court or tribunal disqualifies you, court or tribunal says you are disqualified to become director, then you have to disqualify. Okay, you are disqualified. You cannot become director. Then, if you hold number of directorships exceeding the number specified in section 165, one person can have only 20 directorships. If you hold the number of directorship exceeding that number specified in the section 165, then you are disqualified. This is newly inserted, amendment is it. Okay, old booklet if you are reading, it won't be there. Okay, then if a person has done some violation of related party transaction under section 188, if a person has done a violation under 188, either in the current year or preceding 5 years, he is disqualified. Okay, next. A person not holding din, as mentioned under section 152(3), then he is disqualified. Can you able to understand? So, indirectly speaking, minor cannot become director, because din will be given only to major. Since you are not having a din, you cannot become director. Okay, this is it. Then we will go to 164 subsection 2. Disqualification for reappointment. For a period of 5 years. Okay, if a director is a director in a company had not filed annual accounts or annual returns, AOC 4 or MGT 7 has not been filed on the due dates. Okay, and 3 years continuously he has not filed. So, for example, for the year ended 2016, 31/3/16 is the year end. If you have not filed the annual accounts should be filed within 30 days of the AGM. AGM last date is 30th September of that year, that is 16, 39/16, 30 days. Say 30/10/16. Okay, you have not filed this for a period of 3 years. 10/17, okay, 16 over, 17 over, 18 over. So 1/11 you are 1/11 what? 1/11/18 you got disqualified. Can you able to understand? So today we are in, say for example, we are in March 2020. Imagine like that. We are in March 2020. If a person has not filed which year accounts, he would have been disqualified by now.
17.
Okay, 17. So 31/3/17. Cut-off date is 30/10/17. 30/10/17, 30/10/18, 30/10. Okay, so you would have been disqualified in November 19. You would have been disqualified. Can you able to understand? Sir, how I will be knowing whether this person is disqualified or not? See, technically you can easily find by going to mca.gov.in and find what is the last annual accounts filing. Can you able to understand? Then you can go to DIN master and type the DIN number and see status of DIN, whether it is active, okay, or disqualified. Can you able to understand? So this and all some extra. So this is clause A, 164 subsection 2, clause A, non-filing of annual accounts or annual returns for a period of 3 continuous years. Clause B, non-payment of triple D, dividend, deposits, debentures. So just because of non-payment of dividend, I will not be disqualified. After declaring not paying, okay, non-payment of declared dividend, disqualified. Okay, once we have declared the dividend, within next 30 days you should pay it off. No, if you are not paying, okay, then debenture. If the interest or principal is not paid on the due date, then deposits. If the interest or principal is not paid on the due date. Now, we will not make you disqualified immediately after the due date, because there may be some cash crunch possibility. So what they are saying, we will give you 1 year grace time to rectify your mistake. Within 1 year, if you rectify it, even though you are disqualified, you will not be disqualified. Like what they are saying, no, 3 years they are giving time. 17, 18 and 19 they are giving. Like that here, they are giving 1 year time. If you give back the money what is defaulted, then there is no disqualification. If you didn't, then you are disqualified from the due date in which you should have paid the money. Okay, so technically speaking, it is 1 plus 4 year. So the last 365th day, you will be knowing, yes, I got disqualified. Actually, your disqualification starts from the day 1 of the default, but strictly speaking, it happens only on the 365th day from the due date. So literally speaking, next 4 years you cannot become director. If on 365th day I paid the money, then whatever activity I did for last 1 year, it's all valid. Okay, can you able to understand? So nothing will make invalid. Understood? This is 164 subsection 2. Next, 164 subsection 3. Private limited company can have their additional disqualification through their articles. They can tell, my director should be a doctor. They can tell what? My director should be an engineer. So if they are not qualified to be that, it is mentioned in where? Articles of association. So through their articles of association, they can have some additional disqualification. Can you able to understand? Okay. Next, there is one provision. Okay. There is one provision. It says, if you gone for appeal, you will not get disqualified, but you have to understand there is an amendment here. Even if you gone for appeal, you are disqualified. So initially the section says what? If you gone for appeal within 30 days, you are not disqualified. So everyone went for appeal. Okay, I will tell you here a very superb interpretation some advocates took. Sir, this act came into force on 1/4/14. You are disqualifying some of our directors for non-filing of annual accounts annual returns for a period of 3 years, which started even the day before the act is implemented. So that means the first year end of this act is 31/3/15. So if a director is not filed 15, 16 and 17, 1/11/2017 should be the date you can disqualify the directors. So any director who got disqualified before this date by ROC will issue who are all disqualified. See, even though theoretically directors will get disqualified, technically their DIN number is valid, because ROC till now not blocked the DIN number. But now ROC, what they are doing, they are going for official gazette notification. They are telling what this many people got disqualified. Now they are publishing. So against which some director went for writ. Writ means, you know, right? Questioning of law. So they went for High Court. Sir, strictly speaking, anybody who got disqualified before 1/11/17 will go to High Court. They will tell what? I will question the law. This law came into force on 1/4/14 only. The first year end itself is March 2015. So I am not disqualified. You know, 2,000 people from Chennai Madras High Court, they told, yes, you are not disqualified. 2,000. And I am also one of the applicant in that. It's like I also filed a writ petition. Okay, I am not holding any DIN, but I am telling you. See, we saw like some judgment. Gujarat High Court judgment is there. If you go to my YouTube, if you type AKS Krishnan 164 and 167 comparison, 1 year back I put this actually. Super judgment. Where level judgment. Okay. Then nowadays what ROC is doing, 111-17 they are disqualifying. இப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவ இப்போ okay, so now they are disqualifying on 111, so you cannot file writ petition. Now almost 5,000 writ petition is pending to High Court. High Court says they cannot do anything, you cannot now question the law. Okay, next. So as of now, even if you are filing an appeal, you have to be disqualified. This is 164 mark. Then 165. So 164 subsection 1, come on, tell me everyone, 164 subsection 1. Unsound mind, undashed to insolvent, applied for insolvency, petition is pending. Convicted for an offence involving moral turpitude or otherwise, and sentenced for imprisonment for a period of not less than 6 months, and a period of 5 years is not elapsed from the date of expiry of the sentence. Provided further, 7 years, disqualified for life. Then court or tribunal disqualified, related party violation. Okay. Not having then section 188. Okay. Then 164 subsection 2 clause A.
Not filing
accounts for a period of B. Non-payment of declared dividend, interest, principal deposits, interest, principal, debentures. Okay. See, even conversion of debentures also it's coming here. Okay, not only repayment of debenture, conversion of debentures. Due date you are not converting also, it will come. Okay. Now 165. Number of directorships. One person can maximum be directors of 20 companies. One person can be maximum director in 20 companies. Adula maximum only 10 public companies you can be. Maximum 20 companies, in which maximum only 10 public companies. Okay. What are exempted means, section 8 company how much ever you want you can. Foreign company how much ever you can, because foreign company is not a company under the Companies Act. Company incorporated in India is only company, so foreign company is not a company. Section 8 company is specifically exempted. Okay, so this is not an issue. So you can be in 20 private companies, you can be in 10 public, 10 private, plus how many ever section 8 company, how many ever foreign company. Can you able to understand? Okay, this is section 164. If you violate this section, you will be disqualified under section 164 subsection 1. Understood? Then section 166, duties of directors. No director should assign his duty to some other person. Okay, you have to do the duty by yourself. No director can assign his duty to some other person. Every director has to do his duty by himself. There is no proxy for directors. AGM la you have proxy, board meeting la there is no proxy. Sir, alternate director is not appointed by you on behalf of you. It is appointed by the board of directors for the purpose of quorum, because if you are going out, we want on quorum. So he is a director per se for himself. Okay, it is not on behalf of that person. Okay, individually he is having a different capacity. Can you able to understand? He is a normal director kind of, till he comes back. Tenure is only the problem. Till he comes back, he will be there. But he is a separate individual. Okay, it's not like on behalf of. Can you able to understand? Next. So there is, you have to work for the benefit of the company, fiduciary capacity, you have to work for the benefit of the employees. Okay, you have to work for the benefit of the society. You should not involve yourself in any conflicting situations. Okay, so I want means this is what the law says. I want my director should be in complete fiduciary position. Understood? And sir, update you inge potuko. Next section பார்த்து இது மேலே அடிச்சிடாத, அவனுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ண விக்கி. பார்த்து டன். செக்ஷன் இங்கே அவங்கள மறைக்காமல் வந்துக்கோ. அவ்வளோ தூரம் இல்லை, இங்கே எனக்கு மூஞ்சியை பார்க்கணும், அதுதான். நெக்ஸ்ட்டு section 167. Okay, comfortable அது? Section 167. Section 167 says vacation of office. Sir, if a director is disqualified, whether he can continue in the company or he has to go out of the company. For example, I will ask you one question. There is one well, well. Okay. In that well, 10 frogs. Out of that, 2 frogs died. Now tell me, how many frogs are there in the well? 10. Because it is not vacated the office. It is still in the office. Correct? So, like that only, if the director got disqualified, they will continue there sometimes. So, the act says first, okay, you have to go out. The act says you have to go out. You cannot continue in this company or any other company. You cannot continue in this company or any other company. Okay, what are the situations? If you got disqualified under section 164. If you are disqualified under section 164, you have to vacate the office. If you not attended any of the board meeting happening in last 12 months, that means you are not having any interest in this company. Go out. Okay, if you are not attending any of the board meeting happened in last 12 months, we can say, I gave leave of absence. Who want your leave of absence? Okay, leave of absence can be given for 1 meeting or 2 meeting. You are not attending any meeting for last 12 months. Go out. If court or tribunal ask you to go out, means like vacate the office. Okay, anga disqualification, inga vacation. If a person is imprisoned for a period of not less than 6 months, obviously he has to go out. Okay, sir, obviously it is there in section 164 itself. No, sometimes 164 la, if a person is convicted, he will file an appeal. He is disqualified to get appointed in another company, but he need not vacate the office. That is given in section 167. So, all disqualification will not get vacated. If the person is disqualified according to some law, but he went for appeal, till the appeal is disposed of, he will not be disqualified. But in the meantime, he cannot get appointed in some other company. You can continue in this company or existing companies, but you cannot get appointed in some new companies. Can you able to understand? Okay, this is an amendment. Okay, you cannot get appointed new company, but you can continue. You need not vacate the office. Strictly speaking, you are disqualified only, but you need not vacate the office. That's what given in section 167. So what you should do, immediately go for appeal at least. Okay, I'll tell you, previously the law is totally different. If you went for appeal, you need not even disqualify, you will not even vacate previously. That's how, for example, if some minister is getting imprisoned, they will go for appeal. Till the appeal is pending, they will again become ministers. That's what happened in Jayalalitha's case also. Okay, she became chief minister during that appeal period. Again, she got disqualified. Okay, next. Section 167 we are studying. Sir, there are 2 directors in the company. Both the director got disqualified. There are 2 directors, both the director got disqualified. Then who will become director? Promoters. Okay, if they are individuals and they are qualified, they will become directors. Promoters also disqualified. Then what will do? Central government will appoint directors. Can you able to understand? Most of the companies, private limited company, husband and wife will be directors. They have not filed annual accounts, annual returns. Disqualified. Okay, then who will become directors? Promoters. The same husband and wife only, the promoters of the company. So they cannot become directors. So what to do? Go to central government. Central government and all, they will not appoint directors. They will strike off the company and go. Okay. There is one more provision for vacation. If a person is holding this office due to the position, okay, he is holding some other position in some other office. I am holding directorship in this company because of holding some other position in some other office. If that office ceases to operate, I have to vacate this office. For example, in holding company, I am a chief employee. Because of that subsidiary company, I may become director. If in holding company I resigned or I removed, then I cannot become a director. So by virtue of holding a position in some other company, I become director in this company. Okay, I have to vacate the office on ceasing. Can you able to understand? This is section 167. Next, section 168. Section 168 is resignation. How a director can resign? A director can resign by giving a resignation letter. Okay. he can just mention the reason why he is resigning. Or he can tell, due to my professional occupancy, I cannot continue. Like that, he can mention the reason. He has two options. He can put the current date, that means please relieve me immediately. Or he can put a future date. I will be relieving from this date. He can put 1 month or 2 months he can put. You know something? Resignation letter cannot be rejected. He is not an employee, he is an officer. This resignation will not be rejected. His resignation cannot be rejected. Okay, so you have to accept it. Understood? So come on, tell me. If a person wants to resign, okay, he has to give a resignation letter mentioning the reason. Now, they have two options. Company is a worst company. They are not filing annual accounts, annual returns. This director trying a lot. So, almost that 1 year over, 2 year over. But he is director in some other companies also. He want to safeguard himself. What he can do, he can resign and go. This company will not file that resignation also. DAR 12 has to be filed for resignation. This company will not file the resignation also. See, I am telling all this are technical things. Okay, idella books la kadayadu. It's not there in the books. So, if you want to safeguard yourself, for example, your father is a director in so many companies. Okay, many of your father would have been doing business. He is director in so many companies. One of the companies where he is a director with his other friends, they are not filing annual accounts and returns. But because of that, if your dad is going to get disqualified, then next 5 years, big problem will come. So what you have to do, immediately file a resignation letter. But the company is not filing DIR 12. What the dad should do, your dad should do, file DIR 11 and come out. There is two options. One is company can file DIR 12, another one is director can file DIR 11. Okay, so DIR 11 if you file, whether the company is filing DIR 12 or not, you are going, bye bye, soldu poidala. Can you able to understand? That's all. So, but you are liable for the activities of the company. For past activities, you are liable. You are liable for all past activities. You are not liable for any future activities. Till the date of resignation, whatever it is, you are liable. Okay, but you are not liable for future activities only. Can you able to understand? Okay. Next one. From the date of resignation, you are not liable. So, what is the maximum question they can ask? Whether they can reject the resignation. When the resignation will take effect. When the resignation will take effect, if the date is mentioned in the future date, from that date. If the date is not mentioned future date, the date on which, okay. Resignation letter has to be given to the board of directors. So, generally the resignation letter will be on board meeting. Okay, but it is not necessary. I can even send email to all the directors that I am resigning, so that is also possible. Next, section 169, removal of directors. See, I don't want one director. Shareholder thinking like this. Directors cannot remove directors. Shareholders can only remove directors. So, shareholders has to give a special notice to the company, to the board of directors. I don't want this director. Okay, we want to remove you, kind of. So, the board of directors, there will be a notice. Then, the board of directors has to circulate this notice to all the shareholders. Conduct a general meeting. Director can be removed by passing ordinary resolution. In a resolution? Ordinary resolution. Please understand, auditor can be removed by passing special resolution. Director can be removed by passing ordinary resolution. Appointment to ordinary resolution, removal to ordinary resolution. Auditors appointment ordinary resolution, removal special resolution. Independent directors, once they got reappointed, reappointment to what resolution you pass? Special resolution. Removal to what resolution you should pass? Special resolution. It's not ordinary resolution. Please understand. Okay. Directors normally ordinary resolution, removal to ordinary resolution. Independent director, ordinary resolution for normal appointment, ordinary resolution for first appointment, special resolution for reappointment. Reappointment pannadukapra if you want to remove, you need to pass special resolution. Can you able to understand? So, before reappointment if you want to remove. So, I appointed independent director for a period of say 4 years. Okay, I am removing him after a second year. What resolution? Understood? இதெல்லாம் புக்கில் இல்லை. எந்த புக்லையும் இவ்வளோ ஸ்மால் திங்ஸ் and all not there. We have to interpret. Okay. See, you should have a notebook. Your findings in company law. So I studied company law so much, like common partner, still you can be auditors of that, okay, but you should not be signing partner, rule 6b, அது மாதிரி இதெல்லாம் your findings you have to make. See, whatever findings I found, I am telling, sharing with you. By experience you can have your own findings. You should keep a say word file or anything. You have to keep updating that findings, because only few people will appreciate the Companies Act fully. Okay, see how income tax advocates are surviving and the findings. என்னமா சார்ஜ் பண்ணுறாங்கடா income tax advocates. Okay, our people are charging 10,000 15,000 rupees. Income tax advocates, the practitioners, income tax liye they will practice like trans laws. There are so many Shivaraman sir, Mari Abudu, நிறைய பேர் practice பண்ணுறாங்க. They are practicing income tax. Anirudh Krishnan, okay, Lakshmi Kumaran, Sridharan. Have you heard of this Lakshmi Kumaran, Sridharan? வேற level practice and big four kanle varlut aadram. Okay, you have to go there at least 1 year after post qualification. Try to be with that advocate people who are hardcore practitioners if you want to practice in future. Okay, see, all these days you are with CAs only, no? So CAs mentalities are totally different. Advocate mentality is totally different. Okay, see, had I got exposure, if there is a person to guide me like what I am doing to you, I would have done that. See, I wanted to learn after completing CA. That is the reason I was audit manager in the same firm where I did my articles. But I didn't learn anything big compared to what I learnt in my articles. அதே தான் கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா என்ன டீம் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் ஐ லேர்ன்ட், கொஞ்சம் மோர் டீம் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட், பிகாஸ் அண்டர் மீ 40 articles will be there when I was audit manager. So I used to manage a team. But knowledge wise, okay, I didn't got much knowledge. Pressure handling, yes, obviously I got that pressure handling, but knowledge wise I didn't get more knowledge. But had I done some that extra 1 year with the advocate, I would have gained some. See, they will see the act in a totally different way. Okay, most of the case laws you are studying, no, those case laws might not be just argued by a chartered accountant. There will be a combo of chartered accountants and advocates. Even in a firm, if you see, one person will be LLB fellow. In your firm also, if your firm is a very big firm, they will not just be CA. They will study LLB also together, because it will give some idea how to approach. Okay, அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. I'm not just, see, CA is not lesser than anything. We are number one. Okay, but and the way of thinking irukku pathiya, for that you need to, at least your friend should be an advocate friend. Okay, and the angle of thinking, adu Indian advocates வேற level, totally a different level. BC Srinivasa Setty, there is one advocate, பழைய old advocate, okay, father of capital gains. He is the first person to prove computation mechanism fails in every time and there is no capital gains. So section 45 வராது, though section no 48 no. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு advocate, because of him revenue lost like anything. Every time when he won the case, there will be amendment next year. Okay, and the மாதிரி people used to argue. See, my feelings today is, there is no one who is having knowledge who wants to gain power. For example, we are having knowledge, we don't want to gain power. What is this, sir? We should sit in that government department where we are having power. See, ennada you may be chartered accountant, rank holder, if you practice, you have to argue and that person will pass an order, correct? Sometimes he will not even listen. See, I argued so much for 56 to 7B. I told, sir, we have chartered accountants valuation certificate and DCF method is, discounted cash flow method is valid. Then he told, I am rejecting. Sir, reason? I'm rejecting. Reason? I'm rejecting. Hey. 13 crores, Rath. Whatever capital we brought in, everything he told what? Income. In entire world, only in India, capitals are getting taxed. Bringing capital, 30% tax we pay. If I bring capital, if I bring in as a premium, they will put capital. See, I am not charged any unfair value and all. Chartered accountants has done valuation, but they have targets. Who? Income tax targets. See, Nirmala Sitharaman madam, they are telling what? We won't do any tax harassment. Harassment to the core only. To the core. You know something? We will go for appeal. But what income tax department used to say? Appeal is different. First pay the demand. And you know, 20% demand, if you pay only, they will take the appeal. There is nothing in writing. Sir, which circular? You ask income tax, which circular? Attachment potron. They attached. I will tell you, some appeals are pending for our clients. They attach the banks. Okay, and they are going to attach the land buildings also. Appeal is still pending. Appeal mudiyum matranga. Keta target. If this country is going like this, no one will do business. Everyone will sell it to MNCs and will be silent as an employee. This is an indirect way of controlling Indians. Okay, I will upload this video in YouTube also. If any disciplinary action is taken, so can take. If your country in the yavanda business pannuva. Because I am seeing all the entrepreneurs, they are crying. Worst law. Indirect law and all they will pass. There will be nothing in writing. 20% kattannuva. Enga pay katradhu? 13 crores 20% enga? And all these are capital. They are not income. Capital has been invested. Okay. What is the idea of 56 to 7B is PMLA. You should understand prevention of money laundering. Memorandum of padikinoni. See, whenever there is a section is introduced, you have to read the memorandum of the section. Sir, if two parties or existing parties who are shareholders of the company, say 50,000 rupees has been contributed, 1 lakh rupees is the total value of the company initially, then one person is bringing 10 crore money, but he is given a share worth of 10,000 rupees. So, 9 crore 99 lakhs 90,000 has been taken as a premium, okay, and this premium has been taken as a remuneration for the shareholders who are directors. And only 10,000 rupees worth of share has been given. So this total money may be a binami character money also. If there is a source proved for that person, that money is also not binami money. If we can able to prove this company worth is 10 crore, this money is also not a problem. Can you able to understand? So idea of it is totally different. Anga PMLA binami act kaga dhaan adu kondu vandanga 56 to 7B. But here people are misusing like anything. 14A, left, right and center they are misusing. If I have one investment, they are squarely disallowing everything. Sir, that income, I have never received any income, sir. See that company where I invested, the company is running in loss. I don't bother. I am paying CC account interest. My company is paying CC account interest. They are disallowing this interest. What is CC account? Day-to-day running of this company. Okay, they will disallow this stating this CC account you have utilized for paying for investing the bank small banker will kill me if I do that. Term loan, buying a machinery. I invested, I borrowed a loan and invested in the machinery. Term loan. They have disallowed in 14A. Get appeal. See, so we should be in power, man. I am telling you. My only worry is chartered accountants, at least inter-passed people, they should write this kind of exams. Okay, UPSC exam, may not be IRS exam, adu konja higher level, IRS, IAS la, okay, higher level, at least or UPSC exam, or staff selection exam, or CGL, complaint group level examination, at least, okay, anga po powerful la North Indians, argue panna mudla, okay, nalla vela. At least in last 6 months, it's all computer. It's all computer now. You won't believe. I went to one person called Ram Sevak. Almost like 15 times I argued. He asked me double entry. He asked me partnership accounts. He is studying 11th standard book, man. In front of me. Sir, this is how you should write the accounts. Yo, day accounting standards la irukda. ICDS la irukda. Okay. Nammalukku ipo accounting standard therilla. He is in power. You cannot do anything. You cannot do anything. I'm telling you, you cannot do anything. They will pass an order, vaanginu vara vendiyadha, and your client will scold. Okay. We should be powerful, ra. In the law therinji ella, what is a, we should be powerful like anything. And the order pass பண்றதுல இருக்கணும். There should be some good commissioners. You should become like a principal chief commissioners. You can earn also. I'm telling you, you can earn. Government is going to pay heavy amount now. Pay commission is there. Don't worry. 3 lakhs they will earn per month. Okay. See, why we are all worried now? Sir, anga pona earnings irukadu. Who told? Earnings will be there. You know, Pune is earning how much in income tax? So come back. Section 169, removal. So how to remove a director? By passing? Okay, ordinary resolution. As I told you, every day when I am teaching, at one point of time, maybe after 45 minutes or 1 hour, I will go somewhere and come back. Correct? But in that somewhere also you will learn something. Okay, it's not going to be general advice. Motivation. Motivation should come from the knowledge what you have. இவ்வளோ knowledge இருக்குது. I have this much of knowledge. I should not fail. If I fail, it's a disgrace for the person who taught me. If I get anything less than 70 or 80 in direct tax, it is a disgrace for the person, RSN, who taught me. Okay, I wanted to become like that. But my teacher is not a full-time practitioner. He is a teacher. But அதுதான் எனக்கு ஒரே ஒன்று பிடிக்காது. So what I did is, I want to be full-time practitioner, and incidentally I should become a teacher. So if you are going to office at 9:30, I am also in office at 9:30, 9:45. Okay. If you are going to income tax, I am also going income tax. If you are going to NCLT, I am also going NCLT. If you are arguing with ROC, I am also arguing with ROC. If you are arguing with commissioner, I am also arguing with commissioner. Okay. And I am sharing everything with you. Practical with theoretical. So the class will be highly energetic. Okay, என் கிளாஸ் எல்லாம் மிஸ் பண்ணால் வருத்தப்படணும். மிஸ் பண்ணாதீங்க, ஃபீல் பண்ணுவீங்க. ஓகே. I wanted to capture that energy and mix it with practice, because I did articles in NC Rajagopalan company. Maybe he would have done articles with an individual person or a very small firm. Because if you do articles in a very good firm where you learn like left, right and center, then you will not become full-time teacher. Chanceless. உடம்புல இவ்வளோ நாலேஜ் வச்சுக்கிட்டு ஃபுல்-டைம் டீச்சர் வச்சு என்ன பிரயோஜனம்? You can earn money. In teaching, you can earn money, but bore at you. Okay, after whatever I am saying repeatedly, I am going to say no. Maybe the audience are different. Okay, but only if you go and argue with those powerful people, you can learn. They are in power, but how much knowledge they have. What is lacking there, that we should come. And we should tell all those things to you. You should write the examination at one point of time. This UPSC, service commission, all exam எழுதுங்க. லெஃப்டில் எழுதுவீங்க. I'm telling you, லெஃப்டில் அடிக்கலாம். Okay. Whether you going there or not, different issue. You should write that examination after passing CA. ஒருத்தனு கூட CGL என்னன்னு தெரியாதுல்ல. You don't know what is CGL, right? You don't know what is UPSC, right? நார்த்தில் ஃபுல்லாக UPSC CGL தான். ஆந்திரா ஃபுல்லாக பேங்கிங் எக்ஸாமினேஷன். Every street has one banking examination center to coach, like our race coaching center is there. No, only one is there, Barkit Road. பத்தவே பத்தாது. But the population what we have, see, all banks you see, all Telugu people only sitting in the banks. All you ask, what is your qualification? Engineer background. என்னப்பா இன்ஜினியர் ட்ரிபிள் பேங்க்ல உட்காந்துருக்காங்க. சார்ட்டர் அக்கௌண்டன்ஸ் இல்லை, ட்ரிபிள் ஃபெலோஸ். ஓகே, we are memes only. We are okay, memes போட்டு உட்காந்து இருக்கோம் எல்லாம். ஓகே, இப்படியே இருந்தால் இன்னொரு 10 yearsல தமிழ்நாடு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வில் நாட் ஹேவ் ஜாப்ஸ் ஒன்லி. கோபமாக வருது எனக்கு. ஓகே, we are all born brilliant, wasting our energies. அதுக்கு தான் நான் டீச்சர் ஆனது. மெயின் எய்ம் இஸ் டு பிகம் டீச்சர், பிகாஸ் next generation should come. we should become gaining the power always. சும்மா போராடுவோம்லாம் மேட்டரே கிடையாது. I'm telling you, you should not go to the streets and protest. Be in power. Be in power. Write the act. See, when I'm article assistant, I know my firm is paying a peanuts to stipend. Okay, as a stipend. I become audit manager. I increase the stipend 2.5 times. Okay, student arnda, no one will listen to you. Be in power. When I'm a student, I told faculties, you should not take class like this. No one listened. See, we can produce ranks. No one listened. When I became faculty, so inge nee katthathu kuda unakku power venum. You need a power to shout. So you, first of all, you should become a chartered accountant. Then only your mom itself, your dad itself will listen to you. Otherwise, they will say janda chore to you. So first, start from your house. Have self-respect. Self-respect will come if you pass the examination. Okay, you should not kenja kudadu. You should not plead. You should demand. Okay, enakku venum. You prove what you are. Success, huge success, but it won't come just like that. You have to put a lot of efforts for it. See, forget your past. Sir, I failed 2 times, 3 times. Forget your past. If you keep on thinking about the past, nothing will happen. Start from today. Today is 0 day. Start from today. It's possible. Okay, in next 15 minutes, this chapter will be over. Chapter worth of 12 marks. Consolidation 16 marks, the teacher will take 1 month class. Consolidation will be in choice also for you. Okay, in just 3 hours class, we will complete this 12 marks. That too in fingertips, left, right and center, inside, subsection, class, mannangati lottulusk. It is possible. We have not written any notebook, any pen or anything like that. Okay, then how it is all remembered by us? It's the way of teaching and the way of energy. Nabi kamlathin kattano. Okay, it is possible. Transformation of knowledge. What I have transformed to you. You do interpretation. You learn something more than what I have. I gave what I already know. I gave it to you. You develop it. Something more is yet to be taught maybe. I don't know. Whatever I know, I taught to you. I never have any script with me. Whatever is coming to my mind, I'm telling you. I don't have any PowerPoint or any computer. I don't even have a book. I'm just telling whatever is there in my mind. There is no script. Okay, it should come from the blood. See, tomorrow you will all become chartered accountants. Sometimes you will be in practice, sometimes you will be in employment. Make sure everyone likes you for the knowledge, not for your the face kadayadu, and the whiteness or the fairness kadayadu. For the knowledge you have, you should be appreciated. And you should be very humble, polite, and you should share your knowledge. Okay, that's how you can gain people. Innikalam people illada. See, relatives and all rarely we are meeting. Friends da. Okay, you should teach the kids, the next generation. The next generation should come. This can be done only through teaching. Okay, see, I have no other option. This is my only way of teaching. Okay, but you can do some other option. You can do innovative methods. Today YouTube is there. Everyone can become a teacher. Whatever you know, you teach some other person. So come back. So section 169 you can pass ordinary resolution, remove that. Sir, you should give an opportunity for the director. Okay, opportunity of being heard should be given. You have to circulate that. But if he is abusing the position, okay, so you have to circulate to shareholders that this director we are going to remove. He has given opportunity of being heard, and this is what his concern is. But if he is abusing the position, we will go to NCLT. We will stop this. The same thing is there in auditors also. That we will go to NCLT. We will get permission not to circulate this to shareholders. Same thing. After removal, that place will become vacant. Vacancy can be filled by directors under section 161(4). Or shareholders on the same meeting can appoint some other directors under section 152 subsection 2. Can you able to understand? Okay. Section 170. Register to be maintained for shareholding held by KMPs and directors. There should be a register of shareholding held by KMP directors, because they are inside people. They will be knowing each and everything about the company. Correct? They are inside people, they will be knowing each and everything about the company. Now, I want to know whether they are doing insider trading or not. I want to know whether they are doing insider trading or not. So what I do, I will update my register frequently. So as a company, I should update my register frequently about the shareholding of the KMP directors, and it should be kept for inspection. Any shareholder who's want to do inspection, you should give them extract or copies or whatever it may be. If you are not doing, they will go and complain to ROC, then ROC will enter and do inspection. See, shareholders cannot do surprise inspection. Always 7 days notice should be given for inspection. So that also, rights should be given to the company also. Right should be given to the shareholders also. Okay. So, and he has the right to take copies, extracts, etc. That is section 171. Right to inspect. What? This register. Then 172, last section, if you violate any of the section in this chapter starting from 149 to 171, in case if there is no penalties given in that section, section 172 is going to give you penalty. That's called blanket penalty section. Understood? So this is section 172. We are done with this chapter, section 149 to 172. Come and tell me 149. Okay. 150. 151, 152, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6A, 6E, 7A, 7B, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 1, 2, 3, 4, 162. Okay, 163. What is 160 and what is 162?
160 is new director.
New director, okay, other than retiring director. 162? Individual. Okay, 163. 160, how much deposit I should give? Whether refundable?
Yes.
When? Okay. 164. 1. 2. A. Non-filing of annual accounts and returns. Reappointment 5 years. Okay. Then B. 3. 165. Data shifts. 166. 177. Hey, Adigno. 167. 168. 169. 170. 171. 172. Thambi, your name? What is your name? Mahesh. 165. Number of data ships. 166. 165.
Sorry, 166 duties of directors.
165.
Number of directors.
166.
Duties of
167.
vacation of office.
பார்க்காதடா கோவம் வருதுடா எனக்கு கோபி 168
resignations.
Vicky 169
Removal.
Mithu 170
Registered.
Srinivas 171 inspection next time கேட்கும்போது சும்மா சொல்லணும் அது எப்படி வராமல் போகும் பார்த்துடுறேன் வரணும் திட்டலாம் போகிறது இல்லை, திருப்பி கேட்பேன், வந்துடும். ஓகே, எல்லாம் வரும். ஃபஸ்ட்டு யூ ஷுட் ஹேவ் கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ் தட் ஐ வில் கெட். இதெல்லாம் ஜுஜுபிடா, 10 செக்ஷன்ஸு. வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு ஸ்டடி சம் அரௌண்ட் 200 செக்ஷன்ஸு, 200 ஃபிங்கர் டிப்ஸு, அப்புறம் மேலே. ஓகே, ஃபஸ்ட் யூ ஷுட் ஹேவ் கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ். ஓகே, நவ்